All right, moving on. Our next inductee, I just met for the first time, though. I had connection to him back in the early days. I'll get to that. But talk about somebody that is just doesn't want anybody to think that he's done anything special, or he thinks that, you know, he just did what he did and that's what happened. But our next inductee, ladies and gentlemen, Bill Feinberg.
Yeah.
Bill started surfing, and I like to introduce each of these guys with, they started surfing in 1962. And like so many others of us in this room, was hooked immediately. Started traveling, how's this, 62, he figured it out. He started flying over to the Bahamas and surfing in the Abacos because he could buy a ticket on Pan Am Airlines for 29 bucks. He has already decided that Miami was not the place to be. Let's get out of here and go surfing in the Bahamas. Absolutely awesome. And what do you do if you're hooked on surfing and you want to continue to do it? Well, let's make a few surfboards, see if they sell. He started making surfboards, doing it all by himself. Shaping, glassing, polishing, the whole 9 yards. And suddenly, he couldn't make enough. Had to hire some people. That just turned on, kept going. He moved up to Brevard County, decided, you know, that's a better place to be. There's much better surf up there. He was a friend of Murph the Surf down there in Miami. There was a solid crew of guys, so he started there. Moved up to Brevard County and opened up the surfboard business, the first on the East Coast. Pretty amazing. You know, you hear so much about what was transpiring out on the West Coast. Think about this, the numbers he started doing. And just in talking to him, blew my mind. I had no clue as to what was transpiring in that factor, even though I had an Oceanside surfboard. My first custom board was an Oceanside surfboard I ordered through Juneau Surf Shop. And he was, think this, of all the surfboard manufacturers in 1964, 65, he was the top 3 buyers of blanks from Walker Foam. Anybody out there have any idea of that? Oceanside surfboards. Cocoa Beach. You know, there was Dewey Weber, Gordon and Smith. I mean, think of the names in California, and Bill Feinberg was working his ass off. And still surfing. He loved to surf. He opened his first shop in 1968, right up there in Cocoa Beach. What an icon. Places went on to, I think Pete Dooley had the Natural Art Shop there after that. I mean, that was a legacy. I mean, you came up from down south, me and Pat would come up to Cocoa Beach. You have to stop in 2 places, Oceanside Surf Shop and Ron John's. I happened to buy a t-shirt in Ron John's. It said, "Oceanside Surfboards loves you." And I thought that was absolutely great. But, you know, that was 68, 69. What was going on then? Lots of hippies, love, flower power. He tapped into that. What a great t-shirt. Oceanside Surfboards loves you and the money in your pocket. You need to buy one of my surfboards. And I'm embellishing here because truly this guy is so humble, it's unbelievable. He really doesn't know why he's up here. He doesn't really want the recognition. But he decided, you know, he'd honor us with his presence, because what did he do after having this great empire of Oceanside surfboards? Look at this label. Absolutely incredible. You can buy it today from Tommy Senna up in New York. And Tommy did it right. Tommy, are you out there? Don't think so. He's in the show, but Tommy Senna contacted him and said, "Could I use your labels?" No. Didn't want a royalty. Didn't want anything. He said, "Have it." You know, he has had it up to here with the surfboard business, because you know it's hard to get paid sometimes. You're supplying a lot of retailers. You know, it's hard to collect the money. You're fronting surfboards and not getting paid. That's part of the demise there. He just got tired of not getting paid, and he decided to move on. But let's figure this out. What did he do? He went out to Steamboat Springs, has himself a home in Idaho, has a place over in the Bahamas. This guy's lived the lifestyle we all dream about. He didn't just get out of the surfboard business, but he did it in the right time. He went snowboarding and skiing. They were certified, he and his wife certified ski instructors. They skied in Steamboat Springs. And now he lives over in the Bahamas. And what does he do? Old surfers never die. They just go sailing. He's a sailor, avid sailor. He likes to dive. He likes to fish. I mean, it sounds to me like he's living the life. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Bill Feinberg.
Wow, thank you. I'm not much of a speaker, and it's very difficult for me, but I just thank God for surfing. That gave us all the lifestyle that we all really love, you know. And without it, none of us would be here. And it's pretty neat. And I just thank God for my wife and my daughter. Thank you.
I told you. He just doesn't want to be here, but he showed up. We appreciate that. I mean, I'd much rather be diving and fishing and surfing in the Abacos.